When you are in a relationship that you're uncertain about and you're trying to make the right decisions for yourself, sometimes it can be really hard because you don't know if you're leading from what you think you want or what you are imagining things might be like, or if you're truly operating from your true self or your higher self. And so today I'd like to share with you the C's of higher self. And when you listen to this, my hope is that this will help discern if you are coming from a state of ego or if you are genuinely coming from your truest, highest self, which is a place of soul. So the first C is higher self, true self, soul self is confident. If you are looking for validation outside yourself, that is not confidence. If you are asking everyone else their opinion of what you think you should do, that is not confidence. That is not operating from your higher self. Confidence is knowing what the right decision is, not having to ask anyone their opinion about it, and being able to make choices without anyone else's approval. So your true self is confident. The next C is compassionate. Your true self is going to be compassionate to yourself. When you're compassionate, you can see people where they are, including yourself. But if you are beating yourself up, second guessing every decision, feeling like hell because you can't believe you got yourself into this situation to begin with, that's not your true self. That's something else. Your true and highest self is compassionate and understands that you're doing the best you can with where you are right now. The third C is clarity. This is a big one because if you are in a relationship that doesn't serve you, that may be unhealthy for you, there's probably not a lot of clarity. At least that's my experience. Laser clarity, and that means you make a decision and you stick with it. But if you're not operating from that place, it's going to feel uncertain. It's going to feel, you're going to vacillate, go back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I? If you're sitting in a place of indecision, that's definitely not clarity. But when you are operating from your truest, highest self, you are absolutely laser crystal clear about what you want. And there will come a point when you get there, but that's an evolution of self. The next C is curious or curiosity. That's a tough one for me because curiosity is not always something that has been on my side. And just until recently have I become more curious. And the difference between curiosity and something else is that something else is you need to know. You need to know the answer because you're uncertain, and uncertainty makes you feel vulnerable, and it's threatening and it's dangerous. So when you are curious about something, I wonder what it would be like if, fill in the blank. That's a genuine curiosity, and true self, highest self, is good with that. I wonder if. But when you're set in a different place in an unhealthy relationship, oftentimes what happens is you're not curious. It just has to be X. You need it to be a certain way because if it's not a certain way, it's out of your control and it's scary as hell. So highest, best self is curious. The next C, connected. Your best self is connected. And I don't mean connected to your partner this way, because this one could seem a little bit confusing. It's not about being connected to your partner. It's really about being connected to two things: yourself and your soul self, being connected to what you absolutely know in your guts. You know with a passion that this is good for you, and you're not paying attention to it. So connection with self, but connection to all things. When you start to see little idiosyncrasies, signs from the universe, God winks, whatever you want to call them, that's connection to all things. And when you're in a state, when you're operating from your truest, highest self, connection is what you will see. The next C is creative. Your truest, highest self is creative. And if you're a creative person to begin with, then your self-expression has been leading you all of this way. And I don't know if you notice a difference when you're in a situation, in a relationship that doesn't serve you, but that can dim creativity because your energy is gone. When you're in a relationship that doesn't serve you, the creativity is minimized because you're pouring all your energy into survival. It's possible that your body is activated, highly activated, so you're using your energy to manage the activation, your increased heart rate, your tightness of throat. So your energy is spent on your body, on trying to maintain sanity. But when you are in a situation and your highest self emerges, the creativity will flow. The next C, courageous. So this is also an interesting one, because if you are in a relationship that's not healthy for you and you've been there for a while, that's courage. If you know you're not where you need to be, but you're still there, that's courage. It's hard to do that. But courage is also leaning into the fear of what if. I know I don't belong here, but how do I get out of it? I have no idea, but I'm gonna lean into it and I'm gonna figure it out. That is the true self. That is the highest self that I'm talking about. It's the one that leans into the fear of the what ifs and barrels through it because you know there's a better life on the other side. So courage. And the last C, calm. Your higher self, your true self, is going to remain calm. And when you're in a relationship that is really challenging, that's unhealthy, that's toxic, it's really hard to be calm. Why? Because there's always drama associated with that relationship. You may be creating it on your own because there is an addiction to that state of being, believe it or not. So if you are creating the drama, know that that's your body trying to do its best to keep you safe. And there is a reason for it. But if it's the other person as well creating the drama, how can you stay calm in that kind of a situation? And you can do your best to stay calm. But when you are sitting in your true self, when you are sitting in the best version of yourself, you just are calm. And you learn to react differently to things that may have triggered you in the past. So the 8 C's, again, in summary, that help you discern, are you operating from your true soul space, or are you operating from someone else? Confidence, compassion, clarity, curiosity, connected, creative, courageous, and calm. If you would like to learn more about these things and how you can get there, please connect with me. Let's schedule a 30-minute heart-to-heart chat and find out how we can get you into a better place. I see you and I support you.